Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on a very important transit, very important conjunction which on a nakshatra perspective is important, and like the way we say, as it happens above, so it happens below. The way things are going on right now in the Middle East, knowing this transit, the impact of this transit will become very important. So friends, over here I'm talking about the chief planet of violence, of aggression, of war, which is planet Mars. We know that Mars, which is already transiting in the Aquarius sign. Now from March 3rd till March 20th, Mars is going to be transiting in the Sattbhisha nakshatra as well. And friends, like the specific dates from March 13th till March 18th is going to be so sensitive, because that is going to be the time when Mars is going to be very tightly conjunct with Rahu in the Sattbhisha nakshatra, and Moon is also going to be passing from the same Aquarius sign. So how it is going to be impacting all of us, whether from the geopolitical point of view or whether from our personalized zodiac sign point of view, that is what we will try to understand in this video. So friends, I generally make videos from the nakshatra perspective only when it comes down to the slow moving planets. Like for example, if Saturn is shifting, transitioning into a different nakshatra, that becomes very important to know, because somehow Saturn bring very lifetime events and somehow gives lays foundation to our career related endeavors. Shifting of Jupiter's nakshatra, knowing that also becomes very important, because Jupiter is significator of the blessing. And just because these are slow moving planets, even if they are shifting to a specific nakshatra, they are going to be there for a couple of months. But when we talk about planet Mars, which roughly stays in one zodiac sign for around 45 days, so its nakshatra transition might not be that important in the usual time, in the regular times. But right now, what is happening right now, Mars will definitely aggravate things. See friends, if you have to even know about the participating place over here, so you know that Mars is a planet of violence, of war, of aggression. Rahu represents very covert kind of activities as well. See, it is happening in the Sattbhisha. So Sattbhisha is not only known for 100 physician, but it is also known for the 100 secrets or 100 spies as well. Like in the modern day and age friends, like the way so many of the drone warfare is happening, so that can be attached with the advent, with the rise of the Rahu as well. And just because friends, even the god, the Devata, which is connected with like Sattbhisha, is the Varuna, which is connected with the deep sea. And even at a time when I'm recording this video, television set is on right now in front of me, and I'm seeing one of the thumbnail of a news platform. 5,000 US personnel at risk. Iran attacks US aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln. 9 Iranian ship destroyed. So I mean to say friends, the way things are happening right now, and with Jupiter turning direct very soon on March 11th, Saturn getting into combustion on March 8th, and amidst all of that, this tight conjunction of Mars and Rahu is not a very good news. And friends, just because as per the Kurma Chakra, the energy of the Sattbhisha is connected with the global north. So some of the advanced countries, are they going to be getting into it, getting involved in it? And just because we are only talking about from the protesters point of view, what about all those people who are in support of this regime, which looks like to be just collapsed in Iran? So that means many protests can also erupt during this time in US as well, in Canada as well, in North America as well. I was like listening to this like news latest update that UK, France and Germany are also willing and ready to support US or be with US in their war against Iran. So I mean to say friends, these are going to be very sensitive days from March 3rd till March 20th. I am witnessing major spy network, sleeper cells getting active, I'm seeing some very advanced level of like military warfare and the usage of the drone which will happen. And just because during this time the naval and the sea trade route will also get affected, especially the naval and the naval forces are going to be getting affected, or are going to be in the fury of the fire, of the line of the fire, which will happen in this period of time. So again friends, before we will talk about customized to our rising sign, it becomes very important that you do not get like I would say agitated or radicalized with what kind of content is being fed to you by media, because during this time Rahu has got a very strong say over the media. And whenever Rahu and Mars they come together, you will definitely see a lot of the fear mongering which will happen. So the kind of information, the kind of news which is coming to you, taking that with a pinch of salt, with a calm state of mind, will become very important. And also friends, like when we talk about from our personalized life point of view, so a lot is dependent on the state of your natal planets as well, about your natural temperament. Like, are you kind of person who's very quick to be agitated, to be radicalized, to be made angry, or are you kind of person that you take all of your decision with proper caution, with proper care? What kind of planetary dasha you are currently going through? Are you currently going through a time period which is making you very accident prone? Are you currently going through a time period which is actually making you very lawsuit prone? So based on that you have to decide. I always say whatever is happening right now in the transit, how you deal with it, that is what your natal planetary alignments and your running dasha which governs that. Even in the most of the chaotic global times, like even at a time when the pandemic happened, when the COVID happened, I couldn't tell you how many of my clients have told me, Nipun, that I made big sum of money even around the time of the pandemic only, because that is, and that was my nature of business, which immediately got benefited, which directly got benefited because of this global hue and cry. So I mean to say, it all comes down to which side of the law, which side of the planetary vibration are you falling in. In these times of agitation, are you falling in the safe zone of the planetary vibration, or are you falling in the vulnerable, agitated side of the planetary transit? So yes friends, in the next couple of weeks, the whole month of the March is going to be carrying the energy of major warfare. And it's not only because that Rahu and Ketu axis is right now in the Aquarius and in the Leo, but also the Leo dispositor, which becomes the planet Sun. So initially it is going to be conjunct with Rahu, and immediate after that, again friends, I always give attention to the Sankranti as well. The day when Sun is going to be shifting, the day when Sun is going to be shifting in the Pisces sign, it is going to be entering in the region, in the territory of the Saturn. That is going to be the time when the transiting Mars is going to be very tightly conjunct with Rahu in the same Sadbisha Nakshatra. Moon is also going to be passing from over there. So next couple of weeks are going to be very sensitive. And yeah, all what I can say is that if you are a part of any resistance group, if you are a part of any active protest, activism, journalism, safeguarding your energy, your aura, safeguarding yourself and your loved ones will become very important. Now friends, talking about in brief that how it is going to be impacting all the rising signs. So friends, when we talk about the Aries, so for the Aries natives, I'm actually seeing some sort of windfall gain as well. Friends, I will be very honest with you, for the Aries Lagna, you could be in a life defining phase. If your overall chart indicates growth, expansion, and this is what the time period you are currently going through. And let's say for example, if your line of work has something to do with the technology, with speculation, with conflict, disaster, crisis management, this could be the golden phase for you. But yes friends, in your social circle, within the community, there will be a lot of the issue of acceptance. Like this could be a case that your ambition and your energy might not resonate well with people around you. All what I can say is that don't let other people cool down or calm down your burning ambition, because you seems to be headed in the right direction. Friends, when we talk about the Taurus, so friends, for the Taurus, beyond any doubt, Rahu is a good planet for you. Mars has got a rulership over your 7th house and your 12th house, and this tight conjunction, these couple of days or week, 2 week of time, it is going to be impacting your 10th house. So yes friends, all what I can say is that for the Taurus natives, in your career, there's going to be major reshuffle, major shift which will happen during this time. A lot is dependent on what kind of planetary time period or dasha you're currently going through. Let's say for example, if you're running dasha is creating a energy, a vibe of major severe conflict with the authority figures, so this could drive you towards that. But let's say for example, if your running time period is indicating growth or success, wish fulfillment, so that possibility is also going to be there. But yes, for you to get any work done, you have to face a lot of the agitation, conflict, or like you have to be a, what do you call that, like a think from the lines of a rebel, like an outlaw, to get things implemented. You cannot just you cannot expect everyone to abide by your terms or just follow your vision. You have to be slightly forceful with it. When we talk about the Gemini, friends, so friends, for the Gemini, Mars is not a very good planet for you. Mars has got a rulership over your 6th house, and this tight conjunction will happen in your 9th house. So when we talk about the travels, you have to be slightly careful, friends. There will be some sort of ideological disruption which can happen during this time. And again friends, when we talk about Mars, Mars is a very impulsive and very forceful kind of energy. So this could be a case that during this time, people in your friend circle, your advisors might press you for something for which your vision, your morals might not allow you. Because again friends, right now Jupiter is transiting in your 1st house. Your moral compass is very high, but Mars and Rahu, that force in the 9th house, might push you in a direction where your conscience is not allowing you to act. When we talk about the Cancer, so friends, for the Cancer, major escalation in the matters of the joint resources. And again friends, a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through. This could be a time of the breakthrough in any investigative work, paranormal work, scientific research, and at the same time this could be a time of, we say, see, Mars in your case is your, like Mars is your 10th lord as well, Mars is your 5th lord as well. So yes, it has got good potential, but at the same time health is one area. And especially friends, on the days when around March 13, 14, 15, 16, these 4 days, especially on March 16th, when moon is going to be crossing from the 8th house, you just have to be careful of your health. Apart from that, major breakthrough is possible. Friends, when we talk about the Leo natives, so friends, for the Leo, it is going to be happening in your 7th house. See, I'm sure that there is going to be a lot of the fault finding in the matters of the partnership. So my recommendation to the Leo native is that whether you are a Leo ascendant or you are a Leo moon sign, in the matters of the partnership, this is not a very good time to be very forceful, like the way we say, thinking in the lines of severing the ties or like break up and that kind of energy. There's lot of the thrust, lot of the fire which is going there in the 7th house, and because Ketu is there in right over your ascendant, over your moon sign, right? So I mean to say, there's a lot of the pressure and lot of the blame game and the power dynamic struggle which is happening in the 7th house. My recommendation is that let the fire calm down, cool down, then only take any decision connected with the 7th house. Friends, when we talk about the Virgo, so for the Virgo natives, friends, it is going to be impacting, influencing your 6th house. So friends, yes, we say that there could be some health inflammation kind of concern as well. Like this could be indigestion, this could be gut related issue and concern. So health is one area where you have to be careful. And again friends, if you deal in the line of work where we say law enforcement, mortgage, credit, loans, so those who are in any of the authority position, they might have a breakthrough success during this time. Again friends, when we talk about planets like Mars and Rahu, and their impact in the 6th house, don't expect you to be liked by everyone. These are the planets which have a reputation of conquest, accomplishment, but only through force. You cannot expect to be liked by everyone and then get the authority executed or new order regulation implemented. You have to be slightly ruthless, or like especially for the rule and law enforcement implementation, you have to be slightly like I would say strict and authoritarian. Health needs to be monitored, friends. When we talk about the Libra, so friends, for the Libra, this could be a time of the sudden release or breakthrough in the creative work as well. Rahu is very futuristic. Rahu is always out of the box. But again, friends, when we talk about the living relationship, living signification, so there might be some sort of love-hate relationship with your romantic partner, with the children, lot of stress. But when we talk about if you're connected with athletics, you're connected with sports, any competitive sports and all, and I mentioned the artistic and the creative work, this could be the time of the major breakthrough. Friends, when we talk about the Scorpions, so friends, I do not know, I get this gut feel for the Scorpio, this Mars Rahu energy in the 4th house. See, generally we say that Mars is your ascendant lord. It does not have anything to do against you, but Rahu always act like a aggravator, right? So electric short circuit in the house. Sometimes females, those who have like Aries Lagna, Scorpio Lagna, Mars in the 4th house, they all the time tell me in the consultation, oh Nipun, when I work in the kitchen, I keep on getting those burn marks. So I mean to say, fire, electronics, and their disruption in the house, you have to be very careful around it. And again, friends, for certain people, if you are like connected with housing, real estate, politics, activism, this could be the time of the breakthrough development. And I always say, Mars, Rahu, they are not likable planet. They represent law enforcement, ruthlessness, and very strict enforcement of the law. So that is what you have to understand. Friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius, so friends, for the Sagittarius, it is going to be impacting, influencing your 3rd house. That means when we talk about the living signification, your siblings, your friends, major disruption over there. But when we talk about your ambition, when we talk about the implementation of your plans, so this could be the time when the progress will happen in a very fast paced way. See friends, just wait for your ascendant lord or your moon sign lord to get direct on March 11th. But yes, I'm seeing in the matters of the 3rd house, rapid advancement in your vision, in your ambition, in your plans. Many things which have been long struck, which suddenly like sail very fast. It's just like that, again, the living signification. So relationship with the neighbors, with the siblings, with the friends, there might be some sort of disruption over there. Friends, when we talk about the Capricorn, so friends, it is going to be influencing the matters of your 2nd house, your speech, your finances, your family. Major rapid development over there can be expected. See friends, in your case, Mars happened to be your 4th lord and Mars happened to be your 11th lord. That means if you're already connected with the fields of, like we say that anything connected with construction, real estate, manpower management, like politics, activism, major breakthrough can happen during this time. And especially if you're connected with the fields of technology and all, you're connected with real estate, I mentioned that, right? Manpower management, major breakthrough. Friends, when we talk about the Aquarians, so friends, for the Aquarians, again, I do not want to repeat that every time. I have been saying that in the weekly horoscope video as well. Mars is a planet which is known for giving bodily harm or bodily injury. So I mean to say, before getting into the benefit side of this, this transition of the Mars, you have to be very careful of your health. Especially any of the, this could be burn mark, this could be injury and all of that. If you drive, you bike around, wear a helmet, wear a proper headgear, that will become very important. And again friends, if let's say for example, you are a face of any activism, anything connected with politics, social work, charity, futuristic tech, this could be a time of the major development. I have been saying this thing, Mars, Rahu, they are not likable planet. They are very growth oriented, they are very strict, they are very disciplined, and Rahu is very selfish as well. You are actually going through major changes, transition, transformation, life defining changes. So I mean to say, this is not a time to waste or be concerned about what others around you are thinking, or to waste your time in pleasing people around you. You have to think in the lines of your ambition, your growth. This tight conjunction will actually push you in the right direction of your growth, of your success and recognition. And friends, when we talk about the Pisces natives, so friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in your 12th house. So yes, friends, during this time, you have to be very concerned, especially if anything connected with travel, foreign investments is getting applicable in your case. I always say, transit just verify or validate what kind of time period you're currently going through. If you're running a time period which is actually making you injury prone, becoming a victim of any politics, then this could drive those kind of outcome. But let's say, for example, if your running time is indicating some major breakthrough in the activism, in research, in investigation work, it can take you over there as well. But my very strong recommendation to the Pisces natives, take any investment decision during this time with proper caution and care. Refrain from getting into any direct confrontation with people, and doing any of the protection mantra or quach is very strongly recommended in this period of time. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.